Welcome, everyone. This is the Johnny Small Pepper channel. We're broadcasting you with Pepper Mayhem from Southern California between Los Angeles and Mexico. I want to thank each and every one of you. If you're new here, and many people are, guys, 30% of our viewers that come to these shows are new. That's what the data says. It varies a little bit, guys, but I want to thank you. For all the regulars, guys, I want to thank you very much. Most importantly today, besides our world-class moderators, which always make the experience on this show, Jeff, amazing. One of the things that I really look forward to, guys, is watching them work. They share the leads. Well, please welcome people in. And, guys, we are the best of the best out here. So let's make sure we keep that up. Thank you so much, moderators. There's nothing I could say that would equal the quality of work that you do, and it's all on your volunteer level. Face the Ace, welcome. You know, guys, one of the things one of the people that's really important to this show right now is we're moving forward and we're changing up, guys. Pappy the Pod Destroyer has joined us multiple times. And one of the great things about having guests is you get to meet and greet, and you get to meet new people. You get to have new experiences and all that. Pappy, welcome.
Thank you. Well, good to be here.
Yeah, it's a pleasure having you. The folks really love you. The numbers on your programs are off the chart. They're
good.
Really,
That's
yeah,
good to hear.
Yeah. They really like you, and people like doing this stuff because it's so simple. It's the way it should be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And thank you very much for joining us today. Today, guys, I'm going to go through a few things here, and then I'm going to ask Pappy to tell us a little bit about himself because he's such an important element. Because you guys want to know who we have as guests. You guys want to get to know these people because we only go to their channels because of them, guys. We can go watch golf on 100 million channels. If we don't like the person that's talking about golf, we're not going to go to their channel, guys. That's a simple fact. So the value here is there's 100 million content creators on YouTube, guys, and you're choosing to come here. We've been on for about 2 minutes, and we've got 9 people in here, Pappy. I told you the draw was great with you. Thank you so much for helping us with this program. Guys, one of the things I wanted to do was introduce the people that are new here to the programs we have. This program here, where I have a guest, is Pepper Mayhem. Pepper Mayhem is where we have a guest. We do simple peppers, we do super hots, but it's really kind of a free-for-all, isn't it, Pappy? We just talk about different stuff, right? And this is because this show is intended toward people that are getting to know this. And this is a learning experience. The only thing I'm asking is everyone grows a tomato, grow a pepper plant. You don't have to grow a super hot pepper plant. Grow a jalapeno, a Carolina Red, a habanero, a ghost plant, whatever it is. Just throw a pepper plant next to it. That's what Pappy did this last year, and he's a maniac. He's a maniac, guys. This guy has burnt himself inside out. Anyway, so that's Pepper Mayhem is with the guest. Pepper with Pepper is where I allow the audience to choose the peppers I eat. They're usually super hot peppers. I'll tell you about what we did yesterday and this whole week, but that's not important right now. Next week, we start with some new topics on the show. But I want to repeat this because we get about 30% new people coming through this channel, guys, and I want to thank each of you for doing that. The topics that we've talked about, guys, are you need to clear your mind of can't. If you the challenge ahead of you, get rid of the idea of I can't. What you need to do is clear all the distractions out and focus. Then you need to begin with the end in mind. You need to focus on the end goal. You know, I was just talking with Pappy a little bit, and he was talking about redoing something. He's going to talk a little bit about that. And you have to begin with what is your goal of the program that you want me to set up before I begin setting it up. You can't set up something and guess at what you're setting up. You have to know what they want out of this, right? You have to ask a lot of questions. So begin with the end in mind. If you begin with the end in mind, guys, all the pieces that work backward, first of all, you have to agree on the goal. Second of all, you need to challenge the ideas that are need to have and nice to have. And then you can parking lot the other ones for investigation. And then you put on the chalkboard the ones that are really worth it. You get it and you review it. You have the team re-challenge it. You vet out the stuff and you move some of the stuff in the parking lot and some off the parking lot. That's the way that process works. Then we talked about, guys, that you never should ever put anyone ahead of you. You are number one, period. And if you put anyone online ahead of you, guys, I want you to think about this. If you don't have 24/7 access, how many people do you know in the media, movie stars and everything that you don't have 24/7 access to? And everyone goes, oh, they're so nice. You have no idea what their life is like. You have no idea what they're doing behind the scenes. Don't do that. Don't do that. Put yourself first. You're number one. Never, ever elevate someone else above you unless you have 24/7, 365 access. Why? Because you don't know the intent of that person. You may feel like you do, guys, but a lot of people don't, including me, guys. Never, ever put me above your own views. And I'm going to tell you this. This is a caveat I had last program. If you don't know people, if your family is toxic or negative or hateful or whatever the nightmare, if your friends are, you've moved on from your friends because they had issues, then it is okay, guys, to search out and look for leaders in the community, big communities. Find people that are nice, that are focused on doing good things. Find kind people. Guys, you can dial the 988 suicide hotline number. You can contact your doctor and ask for psychological help. You can do so many different things. But many times the friends you meet on here want you to succeed more, but you don't know their intent because you don't have access to them. The last thing, guys, you need to believe in yourself. This is a new topic for today. We're switching topics next week. The last thing is you need to put yourself first, always. If you don't know how to love yourself, guys, you're not going to be able to love anyone else. If you don't really have a good, strong feeling in yourself, guys, you're not going to be able to give those same feelings to your kids, your wife, your family, anyone, period. So you've got to believe in yourself. You've got to be confident. And if you lack that, talk to a psychologist, talk to a psychiatrist, go get help. Find people that are interested in that. Find experts and vet through all that stuff and help you guys, guide you to a place where you are wanting to be positive and have a positive life, and that you put yourself number one. And there's a lot of self-help books on that too, guys. Remember, 988, pound 988 is a suicide prevention hotline. We present that all the time here. And we present that because there's a lot of people on YouTube that are right at the edge, guys. You know what I'm talking about. If you hear a person go silent, if you have a person acting funny, if you have a person that's suddenly drinking, you need to reach out to them, guys. Don't do it in public and make a big deal out of it. Reach into them in the background. Try to ease into it, guys. Get into a conversation. Find out what's going on. I'm not saying you can help, guys, but at least reach out. Because if a person's gone silent, guys, they may be really busy with life, but they also may be having internal challenges. And everyone in this room knows that nothing in life is an absolute straight line. You have ups and downs, don't you, Pappy? I mean, it's just it's an absolute fact. And if you're having a down moment and someone says something to you that's mean, even though it's disingenuous and it wasn't intended, guys, that really is a downer. So what I said yesterday was make sure that you're kind to people. Go out and recognize people that are standing off to the side that look lonely. Say hello and you know how beautiful their outfit is. Be honest, but you can tell them and give them value. Show them that they're a person, that they're alive. You would not believe, guys, how much you can change that person's day, week, month. And there's instances online, guys, where these people said that that's what kept them alive. Absolutely. So before we begin any further here, Pappy, one of the group really loves you. The numbers are fantastic. Welcome in, everyone. I'm going to welcome people in here, but I want you to be thinking what you're going to be telling these guys, because I wanted Pappy to introduce himself. First of all, let me introduce people. 351, Brett Glasgow, ABCM, welcome. I'm going to go through really quickly. Ace, I'm walking out the door now. Alan Williamson, Nez Lover, Jeff Thomas. Please share out Pappy the Pod Destroyer's channel. Please also share out a Blind Touch channel. From Australia, Fluff and Stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you for playing my playlist. Joyax, welcome on in. 351, I appreciate you, bud. All your support is amazing. Tom Doby, fantastic, buddy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Tom Doby was just on his channel yesterday. It's a great channel, guys. He's such a great personality. Let me see. We've got Jeff Thomas. Thank you. Aileen Cruz. Thank you so much from the Philippines. Tom Kingery, thank you so much. I was looking for your channel last night and I didn't get it. I couldn't find it. So I promised you I'd get to you. I'll get to you today. Thank you so much. Sheena Ketovore Life, one of our coveted channels here, guys. I love her to death. PA Patriot Prospecting, thank you. This is a prospecting channel, guys. Salt of the earth, great guy, huge family, and he's very important in so many different corners of his community, guys. Thank you for being here. All right, we're making it to the bottom. Relax Cooking, thank you. Want to make it to the bottom here, guys? All right, we're at the bottom. Pappy, first of all, thanks so much for coming in. And why don't you got a pretty big background. Tell us about your background and a little bit about yourself.
Basically, I was a broadcast engineer for 40 years at a local TV station and at a local college, kind of split between them. And I still do some freelance work down at the local college. Pretty interesting career. When I first started in broadcast, the 90-minute tape was on reel to reel, and it weighed probably 10 pounds. And now everything's file based. Used to edit with two great big tape machines that look like refrigerators. And now you can do it all with a computer. A lot of changes in 40 years.
What was the biggest change in your mind?
Going from probably SD to HD, the audio, the stereo audio, surround sound, that type of thing. Just the quality has improved.
Explain what SD versus HD is.
Standard definition versus high definition.
Is that 780? Is that 780?
Yeah, 780, 1080i is what we broadcast in. Now you got 4K, which is 2160. But they don't broadcast that. You can stream that. But basically, I did a little bit of everything from production to engineering. My job was an engineer, but I could do pretty much any job in the station after 40 years of it. I directed, and then I also played music on the side. I was in bands for about 20 years. I played in bar bands for about 20 years, rock and roll and country and Southern rock and that type of thing. We played in the type of places that have metal detectors. If you didn't have a gun, they give you one when you went in.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Played some pretty rough places back in the day. But anyway, that's about it.
So tell me, you're playing these rough places. Was it local bars?
Yeah.
Okay,
local
so
bars.
it's you can carry. I take it you can carry a gun in there.
They did.
I got you. Okay, I get you. I've been in the backwoods a lot, so I exactly know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the mentality. I understand the police, and I understand keeping the peace. They're peace officers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you did these, was there any really crazy stuff that went on?
Oh yeah. We were playing one night. We were just in the bar kind of hanging out, and another band was playing, and they asked us to get up and play. And we were playing, and this big fight broke out, and we decided, well, it's time for us to quit playing. We ran out the back door, and when I was looking out the back over my shoulder, I seen the drums going up in the air off the stage. So it was a pretty good fight there.
Wow. Well, guys, you hear about this in the old days, right? I doubt it would be the same thing today. Maybe it would. I don't know.
No.
It's totally different. Roadhog, I want to welcome you in. Thank you for playing my playlist. So you did this, and you started at 8, right?
Yeah.
So you started playing
in bars probably about in my late 20s, early 30s, early 40s.
Right. Fantastic. And were you playing in bars at 8?
No.
Okay. All right.
I didn't start playing in bars till my 20s.
Gotcha. Well, that makes sense. I was wondering because it could have started at outdoor festivals or any number of different venues, right? So I didn't know. And were you country raised your whole life, or were you city?
Country raised my whole life. Yeah.
Right.
I grew up on a 2-acre place. We had 2 acres. That wasn't really a farm, but we had a pretty big garden every year. Never grew any peppers or anything, but we used to have to work in that garden every year.
Well, it shows that you're sane. You only start eating peppers when you lose your mind.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I mean, your journey this year has shown that it's not only a learning experience, it's got to be much different than you envisioned.
Oh yeah.
Like what? I mean,
I didn't know if I'd make it with one pepper plant at the end of the road, you know, and all 6 of them survived, and it's just amazing how resilient they are. And well, I know to start about middle of February now instead of middle of March. I could have probably upped my yield a little bit. Not that I needed to. I got peppers running out my ears. Don't really know what to do with them.
well, you know, by the way, hey, Bonkiea from the Philippines. Thank you. You guys, you all know Bonkiea. Please give her a follow too. She's got a wonderful channel. I was just on another platform and someone said, am I the only one, or have I grown enough for 20 people? And I don't think 20 people is what they use, but you know, for way too many people, right? And everyone said, yes, that's exactly what happens. You grow a plant, it's way more bountiful. You have 2 plants instead of 1 because you wanted them to have backup. And it said, you don't want to throw anything out. You feel bad because it grew.
Right. Hate for it to go to waste.
Yeah. And guys, you know, for whatever it's worth, that's what life's about, right, guys? We're going to start the timers up here. And so the big thing with peppers, though, we've got some peppers we're going to be doing today, guys. We'll get into another discussion next time about the peppers and stuff. And first of all, thanks for sharing that, because there's nothing like a good bar fight to separate things.
Oh, yeah, I've seen plenty of them.
And, you know, the first time I ever heard of bar fights was when I watched Any Which Way But Loose, where they were playing and they had chicken wire up. I hear that's true.
The place we had it was like a split rail fence around the stage.
Yeah, I just hadn't been exposed to that. I grew up in the North, so we didn't have that. I know it existed. As a matter of fact, I could probably drive 40 minutes and be in redneck territory here. I'm a redneck, so I don't have any problem saying it. But redneck territory that would rival the South. It's absolutely a state of mind, right? And I love going out there. It's just, I feel so comfortable because the people are what I like that stuff. So, but I'd never seen it. So I didn't, when you said that, it triggered that feeling, you know, of the bottles hitting the wire and all this stuff. And were these big bars or were they small bars?
Most of them were dives. We played some pretty big bars, a couple of them, but most of them were dives, little dive bars. I was more comfortable in the dives, to be honest with you. The people were, I found that when push comes to shove, the poor people will take care of you better than the rich people.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. Agree 100%.
Not that they were poor or anything, but you know, the dive bars, the people were just better to you.
And I find that the working class is very genuine. They're typically very genuine. There's some pieces of work there too, but you know, I was in a building once and I'm listening. I'm doing something else. I have a different profession. So I was doing something else and I'm listening to the electrician almost starting a fight with everyone that comes in the room. And he's a union member, right? So he's got I've been a union member myself. So, but one of the things was that this guy, I walked up to him because I don't take crap from anyone. And I'm used to this because I was been around union people my whole life. And I know they're pretty nice guys. It's just, they're very upfront. It's almost like New Yorkish, right? If you've ever met the New York mindset, they're just in your face. That's the way it is. And I walked up to him. I go, man, you don't take any prisoners. And he smiled. I said, how many years you been doing this? He goes, 35. I said, is this how everything goes? He goes, oh yeah. Otherwise they'll run right over you. Anyway, I found it to be an interesting conversation because of how the construction deal works. Totally different, you know, like the operators, the machine heavy equipment operators. They're much different than the carpenters. The carpenters are different than the plumbers. The plumbers are different than the electricians. Everyone's different. They have the same goal, to earn a living, but the mentality, especially when you get into commercial work, it's all over the map. I find it to be crazy different. Anyway, thank you so much for sharing that. Before we get to do our peppers today, what I want to do is I want to show everyone this thing behind me. This right here, I'm going to see if it'll work. This right here is the Johnny Small Pepper. Let me flip it here. See if it'll work. Let me see if I can get it to work. Oh, there we go. Whoop. Geez, I would tell you, I'm really ruining this. So you're the technical guy. So this is the Johnny Small Pepper chocolate pre-metallio meter. So I've done 5. The goal is 10, and we're going to do that before the end of 2025, guys. You do not want to miss this weekend. You don't want to miss this weekend because we're moving down the scale. I want to give a quick, before we begin the peppers, I want to give everyone a quick summary, Pappy, about the aftermath of yesterday. So I ate 5 chocolate pre-metallies. Before that, I ate 2 red Apocalypse Scorpions from Pappy. Before that, I ate 3 red pre-metallies. The 3 red pre-metallies, I prepped with peanut butter before and afterwards. I got up to a 1 with the 3 pre-metallies. Then I did the 2 Apocalypse Scorpions. I got up to like a 1 or a 2, can't remember. 8 peanut butter, 0 aftermath, guys. Nothing, not even a twinge, except for maybe, like it could be gas or whatever, but I did accept it. 10 hours later, by the way, 10 hours later. So I did put it in my aftermath. Then I did 5 chocolate pre-metallies yesterday, and I said how great I felt. I did peanut butter afterwards. I did peanut butter before. I said I was going to eat a sandwich. I did not eat a sandwich. I didn't have time, but I ate some rice and chicken, and then I had peanut butter for 3 hours. I had it every other hour, and I had cap cramps at 10:32. Which is always when I have my first set of camp cramps. It's almost, isn't that weird? It's a religion. It's a time. It's set time. And then I had one at 2:35, which was a 2. And then I had one at 4 o'clock in the morning, which was a 1. So 2 1s and a 2. Guys, that is a huge win. And I attribute it to not following up and eating consistently and waking up every 2 hours or being having my food with me every 2 hours, whatever the circumstances this weekend or day. You got to continue eating, I think, guys, and that's the secret. So it went great, guys, and I feel so good that this weekend is when you're going to want to be here to see me break my own record of 5 chocolate pre-metallies. Guys, I got up to a 3. I feel good, and I'm done with that. No one cares, especially me. I just want to hit my 10 and move on, guys. All right, so that'll be Sunday at 10:35, I think. Sunday at 10:35, weekend edition. It's already posted. You can go there and save it and hit the notice. So that's done. All right, Pappy, here we go now. What peppers did you bring today?
I got a A-high mango and an A-high lemon drop and the dreaded Carolina Reaper.
Ruh-roh.
May not make it to the Reaper. We'll see.
So, which pepper? You know what? I've seen you progress. You're going from you went from it looked like panic to the second one. You look like you've been there. It was still uncomfortable, but you're going to find that to be disappearing as the more you have, I think. But your confidence is getting better because you know what the experience is, right? It makes a big difference, doesn't it? Psychologically.
Oh yeah, yeah, to be prepared.
Yep. So what I'd like to do, guys, is I want to separate my peppers from one another. I've got an Apocalypse Scorpion and I've got a Ghost Pepper. I don't know if I'm going to get to the Apocalypse Scorpion, but I want to start first with the Ghost Pepper, if you don't mind. I'm going to take it light today and tomorrow. So Sunday, I can go all in, guys. I can go all in. I don't know how many out of 10 chocolate pre-metallies I'm going to eat. Guys, I have no, what the hell? I have no idea how many of those I'm going to eat, but I'm going to take it easy until then. So Red ghost pepper, about 1 million, right? This ghost pepper, these ghost peppers are pretty mild, guys. They're not like a million Scoville heat units for the average person. Everyone out there that doesn't do this, it will ruin you. It will ruin you. But for most people, no. Here we go. This pepper, this ghost pepper that Bruce sent me. Bruce, welcome. Guys, please go sub Pappy the Pod Destroyer. Great guy. A little bit of fruitiness in this. At least I'm picking it up. Not very ghosty. It's just this is a great ghost pepper, Bruce. This ghost pepper has so much character to it. Maybe I'll send you these seeds too, Pappy. This is a different ghost pepper. You know how you have a pepper that's just like blah? This one has so many different nuances to it. It's really great. And I don't like peppers. All right. Why don't you eat yours now, and then we'll go through it.
Okay, I'll do the A-high mango here.
Welcome in, everyone. Simply Lou, thank you. Bruce. Good. I want him, Bruce. 205 Wild Action. I want you back on the show, bud. Looking forward to the new peppers. CQ. Guys, check out CQ's album. It's just CQ's channel. He sings a lot of Elvis. Guys, there's a long story with Elvis. I know the guy that shot all the digital media for Elvis's estate. Sheena, Carnivore Diamond, hello. Yeah, a lot of steel. And this is what it is. So how are you doing?
It's burning me more than I thought it would.
Okay, take your time.
A little hotter than I expected. Got me talking again.
That's okay. That's okay. Just take your time.
Yeah, it's burning the back of my throat pretty good. Tip of my tongue and around the perimeter of it. But it's burning the back of my throat pretty good.
One to 10, what is your burn rate?
Probably 3 or 4.
That's a good burn.
Mm-hmm.
It's not out of control then. It just caught you a little bit off guard.
Right. Yeah, it's nothing I can't handle.
Right.
But I wasn't expecting it to be quite that hot. I think it's easing off now.
Pretty Grandma, welcome. Great seeing you. Lisa Elliott, welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. 22 in the house. Nez, you're in double secret probation timeout, and you dress funny. You doing okay now? What are you at? Is you still at a 3?
It's probably getting down to about a 3 or a 2.
I can send you one if you want. 205. So tell me, did it have a taste to it? Was it mango-y?
Not really. It was more of like a pepperoncini type taste.
Was
I
it?
really say I tasted any mango.
Was it a mango color?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, guys, here's what I'm learning about peppers. They name it pineapple. They name it mango based on the look of it. I think that's what I'm starting to understand because there's no taste of fruitiness. It is just the color. It looks like X. How's the hang time on that thing?
It's cooling off now. It's not too bad now. It's back down to about a 1.
Belfast, you don't want to go down this road. You don't want to go down this road. It's idiocy. It's not, if you do this stuff right, guys, it's not about about how many you do. It's enjoying it, right? You're enjoying it with people, and everyone's learning together. It's like the prep that I'm taking you through. It's like learning the colors of the peppers are what gives it the fruit names, right? So you're lowering down to a
yeah. I'm back to just got a little bit of a tingling now.
Yep, and that's guys. That tingling is when you eat a jalapeno, an ají lemon. You have that tingling, but you know that tingling lets you know, right? It lets you know you did something that was, yeah. I love that feeling. I don't like feeling uncomfortable, but I like that. I like the burn aspect to it.
I do too.
Welcome in, everyone. I want to thank everyone. Simply Lou, Adrian, Belfast Boy. Got people from all over the world coming in here. Guys, again, this Saturday, we're going to be Sunday, pardon me. I have 10 chocolate pre-metallis up on the board here. Sorry, I always get this wrong. Up here, I've already done 5 multiple times. I felt great. So we're going to be looking at that Sunday. You don't want to miss it. And then we're going to raid Abandoned and Forgotten Whales after that. 10:35, I believe, is this time. Go check it out. Also, guys, if you would leave a comment at the very end of the video, I would really appreciate it. Give me a middle finger if you want to. Not Pappy. Pappy. We all like Pappy, but you can give me a middle finger if you want. Guys, I love each one of you guys. I don't care. I love the humor that you guys bring here. Lex, good seeing you. You doing okay still? You doing okay?
Yeah. I'm fine now.
Good. We see who else is coming. Adventures with Vegas Paranormal. Thank you for coming on in, guys. We always get about 30% new people, 30% new people coming in, guys. My channel is really starting to pick up again, guys. I think I've had 10 or 15 people in the last 2 or 3 days. It's been really good. And I want to thank each of you guys for sharing this video out if you do that. I also listed my playlist too to play so I can get watch hours. I'm at 600 hours approximately, guys, because of you guys. Thank you. I'm going to be making a special mention in the future program for all the people that have watched my playlist. Thank you so much, all of you. Where are you at right now, bud?
I think I could do another one.
Try it. Go ahead.
That one's a little sweet.
Ají lemon, right? Yeah, ají lemon, guys. Very low burn. It has a little sting to it, doesn't it? But it's not lemony necessarily, but it has a little bit it has a little different taste to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, floral, like sweet taste.
Yep. Bruce really loves these peppers. I personally think Bruce dresses funny, and he is off on a little bit on his peppers. Bruce, I can't wait for you to taste some of these and take us through that, because I tried the ají. I didn't have a problem with it. I kind of thought it was a cool pepper, but not very lemony to me. But I did taste a hint of fruitiness or
fruitiness or floral or something.
Kim, I love having you in here, guys. Kim is a gem. Kim is a gem, guys.
And I can't say this one has done much to me.
Well, after what you just did, right?
Yeah.
We're going to try, by the way, Kim, guys, we love Kim. If you're not following Kim, pick her up. Wow. Nez, I have feelings, Nez. I have feelings. And if I have to put you on double secret probation, I will. This chat is out of control. Pork belly. There you go. Uh-oh, I'm leaving now. I'm leaving now, Ace. Tom Garvey, guys. This guy is the man. I just like his personality. He's just an awesome dude, guys. Tom Garvey, Keto Cook. Thank you for coming on in. Thanks, 205. Last at Livingston, thank you. Tinkerbell. Well, welcome. Tinkerbell is, guys, if you don't know Tinkerbell, you need to know Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell is everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Everyone knows Tinkerbell. I'm trying to make it to the bottom here, Pappy. Florida Claimers. Hey, Ted, welcome. Ted does these late scratching programs. Guys, I found 2 scratching forms on top of a gas pump the other day. I don't even know if they're scratched off, to tell you the truth, but I'm going to look at them. That's because of you, Ted. Yeah, Nez's really does. Hey, Helga, how you doing? Thank you so much. I saw one post from you a month ago. Good seeing you. I'll check out your channel again. We'll get you a wrench. Take care, Brett. Thank you so much for coming on in. Brett's awesome. He did some, the last videos he did, which is the recent ones. He did, I don't know if it was here in the States or not, but he did the Scottish bagpipe stuff. I just love that stuff. Thank you. Thank you, Elgra. Want to get to the bottom, guys? Pastor Ken's, thank you. Tom Dobie, thank you. Oh, yeah, spicy wings. You got it. Ted, thank you. Ernie Brown, the Catfish King, guys, is Ernie Brown. We talk about him every time. When he goes into a chat, everyone stops and recognizes him and his beautiful wife, Chrissy. I'm still trying to get to the bottom. We have hit the bottom. Okay, so where are you at burn-wise now?
Oh, probably about a 1. About a 1.
Fantastic.
Roof of my mouth's burning a little bit, and tongue's burning a little bit, but lips a little tingly. But other than that, I'm okay. It's
these lighter peppers actually allow you to enjoy the pepper, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
It's, guys, when and Pappy, you can challenge this however you want, but to me, when you're doing super hot peppers, you're very focused on hot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a really big fan of peppers necessarily, but next year, I'm going to be done with this foolishness of eating hot stuff. I think what I'm going to do is eat one-offs, maybe, right, and have fun with that. But what I want to do is eat peppers. I don't know if I'll ever get to that because my channel's moving off to the side. But one of the things that I'm really excited about is when we do this, you can actually have a conversation. It's not you're reaching for milk or ice cream.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You're not going into the convulsion mode, right? I just think it's awesome. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in. We have 24 in the room, which is a Tuesday and Wednesday programs are normally pretty quiet, guys, and everything is picked up because of you guys. If you'd share it out, great. If you'd hit the thumbs up, that's great. If you'd leave a comment afterward, if you get out a comment now and just say, Johnny, you really need to change professions. You don't know what you're doing, and you're an idiot. I'm okay with that, guys. Just make sure you put a middle finger next to it so I know I love you. Pappy, I just love having you on here. It's been
Thank you.
It's so much fun. So we talked a little bit about this, but not everyone. I bet you about a quarter of the people in the last program where we talked about it are here for this program because there's, they have life, right? What plants did you grow this year versus what are you thinking next year?
I grew all super hots this year. I'm gonna grow some super hots next year, but I'm gonna grow some milder peppers too. Some jalapenos and maybe some of them lemon drops. They was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I'll just have to see. But not much of the demand for the super hots around here. Hard to give away around here.
And for good reason.
Uh-huh.
Right? I mean, honestly, it's not, there's very small group of people that like doing this.
Uh-huh.
Right. And the people that do it are, I was talking with someone that came over the other day, Pappy, and he's Hispanic. He lives in Mexico. And we were talking about peppers, and he likes those little bitty red ones. I don't know what they are, but he says they're hot as can be. They catch you off guard. And he said he's going to get some for me. And he said, so you said someone said you eat peppers. And I said, I did. He goes, oh man, that's crazy. I've got a guy at work. This is 90% of the people. I have a guy at work that he's always bringing in peppers and eating them. That's what most of the people are. They don't do any of this stuff, right? They don't get up and talk. But doing it here is just like that. To me, it's just like that. It's you're going back and forth. But he said he ate those little red ones. Is that what you call? What did you call those little red ones? Pepperinis?
Me?
Yeah.
The death peppers?
No, the pepperoncinis or whatever
Oh,
it
the
is.
pepperoncinis, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like comes in the like when you order pizza from Papa John's, they put in the little pepperoncinis.
Yep. Yep. I love those. I
I do
put that on
too.
every slice of pepper I have,
Hmm.
pizza I have. I can't stand it. I'm always like, give me 10 of those.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so now this year, guys, for my peppers, I have probably right now growing, which will probably be maturing here off season, if I can keep the rats from killing them. But next year, I think I'm going to have 20 or 30 new types on here. So we're going to be, you're going to get to experience a bunch of new ones. Many of them are super, 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 super hot. So what I did is, it's for a reason. I'm doing it for a reason. But I can see in 2026 changing my grow completely to um, everything from a ghost pepper around the ghost pepper range to work with the fruitiness of the peppers, like the stripies and all this stuff, the pineapples. I don't want to do a lot of the yellow reapers. Chocolate reapers to me are horrible. Have you ever had one?
I have not.
Woo, man, be prepared. Be prepared. Bruce liked it, I think. I didn't like it. Very floral, like tastes like eating a dryer sheet. What were you going to say?
I've got some peppers that I got in the mail today. There's some red primatalis and some seven pot primos and some mystery peppers in there. I'm not sure what they are. Um, one looks like a habanero, and the other look maybe a ghost pepper. I'm not sure.
Good.
But they've got the lemon drops and the mangoes in there too. Pretty
Are they
good box of peppers I got.
Were they really fresh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's the important point. Is you get them when they're fresh and you can eat. You hear the crispy, the crispy taste to it. Is there anything that what's the biggest thing you've learned so far for the pepper people out here that are new? What's the biggest thing you learned so far, whether it be eating or growing? Lucy, welcome. Dirk Claude,
Work your
welcome.
way up.
Work your way up.
Yeah, don't start off eating a Carolina Reaper like I did.
Weekend RVing, welcome. Lex, welcome. Lucy, welcome. Tinkerbell, thank you so much. I want to make sure I get through to the end of the thing. Dirk Claude, thank you. Mom Shi Bing from the Philippines, thank you. Outdoors with Big Matt, great seeing you guys. Outdoors with Big Matt and I go way back, guys. This guy has character. You're gonna love him. You need to follow him, guys. I'm telling you, this guy is straight up, man. Straight up. Doesn't put up with any nonsense. And thank you so much, Tinkerbell. So, guys, what you just heard from Pappy is what I cannot tell everyone enough. You don't go jumping into challenges. You don't go jumping into the super hot peppers. You do it and you learn your lesson. We all do, guys. I did it. Everyone's done it. What we're trying to do is coach you to start and work your way up so it's not a panic set. Yeah. I remember their first Reaper. And you have come so far since that time mentally, right? Do you think it's more of a mental challenge when you're burning or a physical challenge?
It's definitely, you got to get your head wrapped around it. You definitely got to kind of go somewhere mentally when you. It's physical too, but I think more in your mind, you can overcome it.
Right, and I think the big thing is, where is it going to stop? Right, it's the unknowns, and it's why I go slow up, guys. This is not a race, because what if I have no limit? What if I can keep on eating peppers and I can keep on eating them? I'm never going to know that because I'm stopping. It's not important to me. But the point is that if you're learning where your tolerance level is, when you take the next pepper up, and you did the red primatali, and that really shocked you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What was the difference between the primatali and the Reaper?
The The Primatali was just a sledgehammer compared to the Reaper. I mean, the Primatali's burnt right off the bat and never stopped. It just, whether the Reaper kind of creeps for a second there when you first bite into a Reaper, you think, oh, maybe I can handle this. And then it hits you, but the Primatali hit you right off the bat.
Guys, and did it scare you even after the Reaper?
Yeah, I was a little bit worried.
Yeah, guys, when you're listening to your bravado and doing this stuff, I would ask you to back up a little bit. Number one, you got to learn prep. You don't have any problems with aftermath, do you?
No.
Okay. People do have problems with aftermath. Even with one pepper, it can happen, especially if you haven't eaten, right? But you need, if you're going to do one pepper, you may be able to pull it off, guys, but there's nothing worse than cap cramps. Now, cap cramps, Pappy, are you wanting to throw up, but you can't. Instead, your body is throwing up into itself. It can't escape this pain that it's feeling because of cramps. You can't throw up. You can't get this feeling out of you. You're stuck with it. It's a horrible feeling. So the importance of prepping for all you people out there is that you can just enjoy the burn, and after the burn, there's just a mild warmth to your stomach, isn't it? It's like you did something hot. That's where you want it to be. That's why taking your time, to me, an amateur, is important. Anything else you'd like to add into that?
Well, as far as growing, you got to be patient. Super hots take a long time.
And they're fun to watch, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're fun to watch, guys. There are people on Facebook and on Instagram, especially Instagram, they're pepper nerds. They don't even eat the peppers. They grow them. They may sell them, but they don't eat them. And their only goal is to make the most beautiful pepper they possibly can. And some of them are so radiant purple, it almost looks like it's like they're fluorescent due to radiation. They're spectacular. And it's just amazing the amount of work going into pepper growing. I just find it to be fascinating. I don't have that gene, Pappy. I want to eat what is. I just want to kind of be simple. I want to be simple. Well, listen, thank you so much for being in here today, guys. For Pappy, I want to thank you for being here again. Awesome experience. Now, you want to do your Reaper still, or you want to save that for another day?
What the heck?
Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. I tell you guys, go ahead, knock it out. Explain what you're going through. I'm going to welcome people in. Thank you, Mom Shebang. Sheena, you rock, hon. I love you, man. Ace, thank you. Pretty Graham Variety Channel. How you doing right now? How you doing, Pappy?
So far, so good.
It's hitting you. It's hitting you. Dirt clod. Yes.
Oh, here it comes.
Here it comes. You got the 4. Take us through it.
Okay. Burning the back of my throat a little bit. Not burning me as much as I thought it would. The mango burnt me a little more. I'm at about a 2 or 3. I'm surprised, really.
We'll give it another minute or 2 and see if it climbs.
Okay. It's building some now.
Yep. But what you're going to find is when you understand that it sits for a little bit, it doesn't climb as much, right? It sits at pain score, and it starts to get lower. So I'm curious where you're at here in a few minutes. Thank you, CQ. Thank you.
It's up to about a 3 or 4 now.
A 3 or 4, so it's increasing? Is it over your whole tongue, the whole tongue?
Yeah, over the whole tongue. Yeah, it's getting up there now. I'm up to about a 5, probably.
Well, you seem totally under control. You seem like you got your mind wrapped around it. Are you uncomfortable?
A little bit. My eyes are starting to water.
You want to go get your ice cream or your shake?
I got it right here.
Somehow I thought that would be the case. Guys, before you sit down and do a pepper, you got to have everything in front of you so you don't panic.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have your drink. You have to have your cloth to wipe your nose. You got to have all this stuff, right? There he is, guys. You got to make sure you're all right if you're going to do this live, because you're not going to want to keep on getting up and doing all this stuff. You want everything there. You got to think it through. That includes prepping. Next vlog. Welcome on in, hon. How you doing right now?
I'm still at about a 4 or 5.
Guys, on Sunday at 10:35, our show starts, weekend edition. You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to be doing upwards of anywhere from 5 to 10 chocolate primatales. We're going to do those for you guys. I'm not going to tell you what my goal is, but we're going to be rating abandoned and forgotten whales on here. Gareth is going to be doing another awesome live. Please join us Sunday. It's on there already. It's already posted. Please click that. Also, please write a comment afterwards. Give me a middle finger. I don't care, guys. I love you all. You know that. I don't care what you give me. Just if you would leave a comment. How you doing, bud?
Doing pretty good. It's still burning pretty good.
Hey, Lauren Directo, welcome on in. I was in Lauren's channel for like an hour and a half last night. You look good. You look like it hit you.
Yeah, it did.
Yep. Was it as hot as the previous one you did?
No. It's still hot though.
Guys, this is what happens when you do these a few times. Once you get your mind around it, and once you know the pain on your tongue, you become comfortable with that. And what you're seeing happen here with Pappy is kind of what happens with everyone, I think. It's not as shocking. It may get hot, but you got it under control mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you at pain score wise?
Oh, probably still at 4 or 5. It's hanging in there.
Is it starting to decrease? Like
it's hanging in there pretty good.
Okay, so we're gonna wait with you here.
Yeah, it's still in the back of my throat and
take your time, no rush.
It's starting to settle down a little bit.
You just ate a red Carolina Reaper, guys. That's 2.2 million Scoville heat units. It's the same as the chocolate primatale. I think people realize that the primatales are hotter than the Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it all fits. And Pappy said that one of the primatales that he ate was so hot that he's not doing it again.
Right.
He said it hit immediately and stayed. I don't sense peppers the way everyone else does, guys. I just don't. But what this tells me is that his spatial sense of peppers is really getting good. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Still at a 4 or 5?
Yeah. It's hanging in there pretty good.
Are these from
more of a 4 than a 5, probably?
Oh, good. That's when you know you're hitting it. It starts. You notice it. It's not. It takes about 2 minutes for it to start really tapering off. Mm-hmm. But man, when it's hot, isn't it?
Yeah. When I first did the first Carolina Reaper, it just pegged my meter right off the bat.
Where did it take you the first one?
Probably 15.
Wow. There you go. So I really believe, guys, that peppers are mental, definitely physical,
mm-hmm.
but they're heavy mental if you don't know what it is. And once you do it for a little bit, that's more and more something you can control.
Yeah, I didn't get the hiccups that time.
That's true. Yeah. Big changes. That's a big change.
Uh-huh. And it didn't really, the mango made me talk funny more than this one did.
Well,
this was definitely hotter than the mango.
I thought you always talked funny, but we won't talk.
Oh, well.
So is it starting to go more toward the 4?
Yeah.
Is the tongue burn changing at all?
The tongue's still burning on the tip and around the perimeter. The roof of my mouth is burning and the back of my throat.
So
It's
it's
all
staying
starting to settle
consistent
down.
where the burn is.
I'm down to about a 3.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so it seems like the longevity of the burn is decreasing a little bit too.
Uh-huh.
It's like it hits you high. It's not going nearly as high. You said the first one was a 15. It was off the radar.
Yeah.
Probably was that more mentally than it was physically?
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, notice what he's saying. When you first do this mentally, you don't know what to comprehend. So it
No.
peg. Then now look at him now. He's at a 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4,
Down
and
to a
now he's down.
3.
Yep, yep. And look at how calm he is. There was never a time. I think when he got up to a 5, he was wondering where it was going to stop. That's what I thought. You were wondering where it was going to stop, but
Yeah.
it did climb, and then after that, you were absolutely calm. It's like I can handle this now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yeah, that's pretty much spot on.
You know, guys, when you're Mike Reese, thank you for coming on in. You know, guys, I cannot encourage you enough never to dry a pepper. It's really one of the most foolish things you can do. It doesn't do you any good. I don't think eating massive quantities of peppers is really. Hey, Diggin, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, bud. It's great having you here. Mike, it's awesome having you. Gareth, I love having you. Guys, make sure you smash the button for this weekend's program, weekend edition. How many chocolate primatalis are we going to eat? We're going to eat a lot, guys. I feel awesome. Unbelievable. Look at what Pappy's doing with this Reaper, guys. This is amazing change. This is what, a month since you've been coming on?
Yeah.
This is like 3 different people. Every time you come on, you've got it more and more under control. It's like you're now comprehending. And even when what I don't understand, I'd like to watch it again. Your Primatali, and when it hit, I'm going to watch that again. I'd like to look at that. Fascinating. But we will get you a chocolate Primatali. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, I'm down to about a 2 now. 2 or 1.
It is the throat burning still?
Not really.
Is the stomach?
No.
How about the tongue? Where's the tongue?
Tongue's burning a little bit.
Where at? The whole thing?
The whole thing, yeah. And real around the perimeter mostly, but the whole thing's burning, but it's hotter around the perimeter and on the back of my tongue a little bit.
Now, guys, this is from the observational standpoint of Pappy is where I was a year ago. Notice the amount of liquids he's drunk has significantly dropped. He's not using it for a life preserver anymore. He did it to cool himself down at the peak. Whatever that life preserver is, we all have them. I use water to kind of clear my throat and stuff. It's whatever you feel you need. But you notice, guys, that he didn't rely on it to calm him down. He was calmed down, and then he was just using it to try to handle the peak heats. And look at him now. You realize you haven't hardly had a drink. You took a few. That's an amazing change, Pappy. It really is. I mean, it's almost like 3 different people since the beginning. It's really an amazing change. And guys, you need to understand that when you're doing this stuff, it is about progression, right? You're not trying to, hey, Ted, off the hook. Thank you so much. It's about the changes that take place inside. Amazing change for me to watch you at this level. It's amazing. And I want to tell you what a massive difference I've seen in only a month. It's really impressive. Now, you're gonna go backwards sometimes, right? Whether it's you're gonna try a little bit more peppers or whatever, but that's the point. You're making progress, right? Anyway, totally, I can see a totally different person here this time than I did the first time on here. You should go watch the 2 videos. You'll notice it. You'll notice it. Suicide prevention hotline, guys, is pound 988. If you know anyone who's gone silent, acting funny, or reaches out to you for help, the pound 988 suicide prevention hotline. We provide it. It's a national hotline. Please reach out to people who change their behavior, whether they're drinking too much, whether they go quiet, whether they're acting off, whether they're acting angry, guys. Angry is the number one thing, because that means internally you're really not happy with yourself, guys. Anger is just you projecting that you're not happy. It is, guys. And I'm going to tell you, you just watch your friends, guys. Watch your friends. It's tough times out here. And they all watch you too, guys. Believe it or not. I reach out to people all the time. Are you okay? So where are you at right now?
I'm between a 1 and a 2.
See, it is.
Not a 1.
It's done. It's now you've just got a dull tongue, right? And you've got a warm stomach. Right. Anything else that you feel like mentally that you gained off of this today? What do you think? You're just getting more confident?
Yeah, more confident and building up a tolerance.
Right. We get to the bottom of this, guys. I would like to especially thank Pappy for making this program better each time he comes on. I know we love him, guys. He's just such a simple guy. Besides me insulting him on here and telling him he has a funny voice, I would like to thank, and I told him just to get ready because it's going to start. It's just a matter of time before I start picking on him.
That's
and
okay.
He's going to start picking on me. I was right. And so he's going to start picking on me. Guys, we have one of the best bass fishermen I've ever seen in my life in here. John, Small Water Charters, and his wife. I want to tell you, I can catch fish. John is world class. There's no other way to say it but world class. And he's a great dude, man. Total chill. Duggar, we're going to have up on here with this relationship with the movie star. He's going to tell us about that relationship and how it formed. He is one of the guys. Pappy, I think you and I and him would have a great conversation. He's one of the most chill dudes ever. And he's one of the nicest guys that you can actually have a three-way conversation. And it's just awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, listen, 24 today. Guys, I'm telling you, if you ever want to go bass fishing and you think you're good at bass fishing, you're going to have to rewire your brain. I'm telling you, I've never seen anything like this guy in my life. And he lives, eats, and sleeps it. And it's like they don't try. I know they do, guys, because it's talent out the wazoo. Duggar, thank you for coming on in. Well, Pappy, thank you for coming on in. It was an awesome show today. Anything else you'd like to say to the gang?
Just glad to be here, and hello, everybody.
Well, thanks for taking us through your background a little bit more. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you have 100 million content creators to go to, guys, and you chose here today. You chose us to watch us do something completely foolish, yet you came here to join it so you could be around great people, great guests, and a mediocre host that talks funny. Now, I can't tell you on a scale of 1 to 10 what it means to Pappy and I to have you here and stay with us. And many of you did the whole program. If you would like this, share it out and leave a comment afterward. I would appreciate it. Also, if you would go to Pappy's channel, we've shared the link many times and someone else will share it again. If you go there and sign up for his channel, that'd be great. And also Bruce Podslayer Cook. Also, remember, guys, this channel is about building people up, not breaking them down. It's about helping people move forward. It's about making sure that a person makes it to another day. Joy and Scott, you're a hero. I want you to stick in there. And it's not today, my brother. We appreciate the service. And Joy, we appreciate your strength. Until tomorrow, guys, we will be back. I will be back. We're going to be rating Shane from Ohio River History. And you're not going to want to miss this weekend, guys, because I have, behind me, the 10 chocolate Primatali O-meter for Johnny Small Pepper. What are we going to do? I'm not telling you. Have a great day. And Pappy, you rock. Thank you very much. It was an awesome program today. Bye now, guys.